I never took my my castor oil. The Kraken. The Roaring Scribe. It's not a movie. People are suffering and dying. Yes, they are. Exactly. But the ones that are in step with their higher power and God and in prayer, asking for things that they need, will receive. It's the Great Divide. And of course, you right now know there's people that are hurting up there, but maybe it's not as high as what you think it is. I mean, we get everybody around here in the Philippines is being fed, and there's no issues. And even when I was in Canada, I didn't see a lot of, I mean, of course we're going to see homeless, but the homeless that I saw and witnessed throughout Vancouver and in the Lower Mainland, right out to Abbotsford, Chilliwack, were all basically the ones that I seen suffering were the drug addicts. That's it. So, yes, I know people are having a tough time, but there is still places that you can go to, right, to receive from the food banks that are still open. Okay, so I'm not going to buy it fully there. If the movie is over, why is everyone still speaking in code? The movie's not over. The movie's not going to be over for another. I mean, you're going to have a reveal, but the sting operation is going to go on for another 10, 20 years. Let me explain something here for everybody, okay? It's like I said, my best analogy for all this is that we are rebuilding the old heritage house, taking out all the rotten beams and putting in all the good beams in place, okay? And in the meantime, we're taking in those old beams as are a lot of termites and that are eating away at the foundation of life, okay? Those beams have to be removed. But when they are removed, we are putting good solid beams back in, right? And you're seeing this transformation out with the old, in with the new. And this is what I'm seeing very, very clearly right now. Hello, MAGA King. I hope that explained that, Rhonda. Galstone, Chief of Staff, I think. Yeah, I'm not sure what you mean there. I've been fighting and refusing the system for years. Good for you. And that's your, that's everybody's game plan. Once we have to recognize our enemy and then resist the enemy and not comply. I don't comply to anything that's been going on in Canada. Or I don't even comply here. I'm doing debate, to keep everybody honest, even the vendors here. I'm doing, and of course, I'm even keeping my, I practice what I preach. But if they're going to try to screw me, because I know my numbers, and especially on the foods and everything else, and I'm not going to get into any stories, but, I believe in things that I stand by, and I'll fight for them. Alma, welcome, dear. Silver's rising good, yeah. Excuse me, let me explain something about the metals going right, okay? Metals are replacing the old paradox, the old system. Basically the military is being controlled and they're coming in, which is military, the financial end of the military, and they have bankers in there, the executive level military that understands the banking system clearly. And they're just basically saying, listen, if you don't have enough gold or precious metal to cover your depositors' money, then we're going to lock the doors. It's as simple as that. So these the bankers that are there, I mean, they're completely, they don't listen. They think they can still, because of their arrogance, can still leave the doors open, trading this phony fiat currency. And they are on the ropes. They are waiting. I mean, they are scrambling right now, desperately scrambling right now. They're down. They do not have ties and suits on anymore. They're down to their T-shirts trying to figure out what the hell to do. Sweating like, like they're in a sauna, trying to figure out how are we going to stop. What was that? The ESP or whatever it was in the stock exchange. I forget. Comstocks or whatever it was had to close. They had to close because they had to stop the rise in the silver. And like I says, I mean, Trump is just sitting back. He's sitting back in his president's chair, watching this all unfold. Okay, he knows the inevitable. And the dummies that are playing the stock market obviously can't see what's going to happen. They're trying to stop everything, and all the organic levels of the metals are being are going up organically. They can't stop it, and Trump's just basically watching it. He wants to have 25,000, maybe 50,000 gold an ounce. Silver's going to follow it. It has to. Why do they put so much emphasis between silver and gold? Why do they put the ratio? Why don't they put a ratio between gold and platinum? There is no ratio there. It's insignificant. Why don't they put a ratio between gold and palladium? It's insignificant. They're precious metals and they're God's metals, but they're not going to be used, in the same way silver and gold will be used. It's so obvious how silver is being so suppressed. How do you have 4,300 American dollars for an ounce of gold and $56 or $57 for silver? It doesn't compute. Right? It just doesn't compute. You're going to see a bounce here that silver, because of its properties, go to the same price, if not more, than gold. That's what I'm seeing. If gold goes to 25,000, because it has to go to 25,000, because that's the only way every country on the planet can dig their way out of the debt. Now, who's the debt to? Well, the debt is to each country, back and forth, in trade and whatever they've had. They have basically, this is my analogy of it, right? They have taken countries, okay? And countries, all the countries around the planet right now are in major debt, okay? How'd they get there? It's simple. Mismanagement. That's all it is. Mismanagement. If we conducted our businesses the way the politicians and these weak leadership, conduct their countries, we would have been gone long time ago. If not thrown in jail for fraudulent practices, whatever they were doing, and they're all going to go down because of that. I'm not sure exactly. That's okay. Well, that's fine. That's good, Patriot. I encourage everybody to, chit chat with each other. That's great. Yes, this is Alex. I don't have a face mask on. I got some sun on my face yesterday, and that's why I'm a little on the color side. Gold, silver, and crypto will end the Fed. Thank you. Yes, Vintage, you're very right. It's already ended the Fed. They've already ended it. It's kind of like they're on life support, and all you have to do is pull the plug, and that's what Trump's waiting for. But he's waiting to, basically suck more of their assets through the stock markets and stuff like that before he pulls the plug. Yes, I have many stolen videos, many, and that's why I will answer you when you message me. I will answer you through a voicemail as much as I can to get it back, right? I'm in and out of, I've got better Wi-Fi now as long as I'm at home. And the data here in the Philippines is a lot better than it is in Canada and the United States. There's a lot of glitching going on there right now. Hey, Callie. Oh, wait till we find out about the tax fraud. Absolutely. Us hardworking people for generations have been pouring our blood and sweat out to provide for our families and having to pay taxes on top of it, which is totally fraudulent. And all that's going to come out. This is why Trump is already talking about not even having any taxes. And he's going to say, well, it's going to be very, very little taxes. And what he means by very, very little, it's only going to be, you're only going to be taxed on non-essential, new items, such as a house, new car, blah, 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 right? But the rest of it is all going to be tax-free. And this is why you're going to see, look up, look how many billions and billions, if not trillions of dollars they bring in through the IRS, which is the Internal Revenue Service, how it's going to change and how much money is going to come in through the ERS, which is the external, right? The ERS, External Revenue Service, is going to be all the people that are in the IRS are going to be flipped over to the ERS, and they're going to be collecting all the tariffs that are coming in. And it's not going to be 15 or 20 or 25% of the tariffs. That's just that's tariff war, okay? What they're going to do is come and settle out. First of all the money's going to go one-to-one. So I suggest you all go out there and buy some foreign currency. And then, of course, after that, there's going to be a tariff on everything. If they have a, like I said before, if they have a pineapple in the Philippines here, okay, and they sell it or put it in the box there at 20 cents, okay, so there will be a 2 penny or 3 penny tariff on that. So when it comes out to the other side, that thing will sell for, and they're going to be governed to sell it for maybe 30 cents, pay their 2 or 3 cents in the tariff, and then be able to put it on their shelf, okay, for 32 cents. And that's where I'm going with this, okay? They won't not be allowed to do price gouging or, this predatory, vendors or whatever. And this is what I'm dealing with right now, dealing with some of the Filipinos, because they're, friends of the family or whatever, I should, I'm basically called on to go there to support them or whatever. But if you start jerking me around on price, I'm going to call you out on it. And I'm going to say, listen, I can go down to the Alpha Mart here and get, my pound of beef or whatever I'm going to get for a less price than what I'm getting at the market. Why is that? And you're not, his excuse yesterday was, well, this is fresh. Well, it's frozen. So it's fresh too. And I've never had an issue with the two tastes, tasting one, cut to another cut. I don't taste the difference. Yeah. Taxes are going to be eliminated. How you doing? They're trying to see if it's really you. And I said, yeah, of course it's me. Well, why wouldn't it be? Do you want me to show the flags? I know there's no wind right now. It's very warm here. There's no wind. It's what is it? 4:30 and 4:37 in the morning. So you see the flags are moving a little bit, right? It's a beautiful morning, like 27, 28 here right now. We haven't, I don't know, like it says about me being a fake. I don't know how I would do that. like thinking I got a mask on. No, it's just I'm 71 years old. I got skin in my neck, right? Unfortunately, I haven't had a facelift yet. All right. Do you open your QF? No, I never have. I will never ask you for money, never ask you to DM me anywhere, okay? These are cloned communist Chinese scumbags that are trying to scam your money because they want to first steal your money and then lower your vibration. I have never, since I've been coming on in 2014, never asked anybody for money. I don't need your money. I don't want your money. Okay? I'm here only to serve you and the information that you need to know, and give you my point of view of basically what's happening, because I've been fighting this game for a long, long time. Okay? And, you know, I do have gifts. I do have, you know, intuition gifts. I see things, and my intuition tells me I'm really connected with my intuition, and I see and feel things that are about to happen. It's happened many times, and this has gone since I was, 5, 6 years old. This has been going on.